So when I talk about Jeshua's teachings, where am I getting that from? Good morning, guys. It's my John here in the fabulous John of Do Studios. It is a gray, overcast day outside. It's a Saturday morning, and I'm here in the studio making videos for this next week so that I can get them all in right now this morning so that I can just focus on private sessions this week. And I wanted to hop on and answer this question specifically because I saw it on here, and I think it's a viable question because many people often wonder where I'm coming from, and so I thought I would hop on and kind of answer it. Let me take a quick sip here, and let me go ahead and read the comment. I am curious, and maybe you've answered this in another video, but when you talk about his teachings, does that come from the Bible itself and you just having a deeper understanding because of your experience? Or is it all directly from memories and being there with him? If there's a video explaining this already, please let me know. It's a great question because the answer is yes. I have very distinct memories, like when he said, when you seek a path is laid before you, but until you turn the path back to yourself, you never find the doorway. That's from a memory. When you hear me talk about the oneness of God, some of that's from the memory, some of that's from not only biblical teachings, but Buddhist teachings and Hindu teachings and Islamic teachings and a lot of study. But when I do the studies, I literally read all of the texts from the perspective of what I've learned from my regressions. Now, my regressions are very interesting, and I say regressions plural. I had one formal regression, and that was in 1999. But there's a certain percentage of people who have a regression who continue to have memories trickling in. I am one of those. I've had memories trickling in since 1999. And the way that works is sometimes somebody will say something that'll just trigger a new memory. And I've talked about this recently. Months ago, somebody asked me what Mary Magdalene looked like, and I had a full-blown memory of clearing a table with her, and specifically laughing. So when you ask me where is my understanding of his teachings coming from, it's coming from my memories, but it's also being validated by Bible, Quran, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad, Shakespeare, Star Wars. God is so big and so beautiful and so simple that God is everywhere because the world itself is God. The Father and I are one, just like Jeshua said. The understanding of our divinity, it was not about him being a supernatural being telling us that we're better than we are. He was a man who came to this space and was showing us our own divinity because he had found it within himself. And when you look at what I talk about his teachings, the teachings are all far simpler. On my other channel, the Recovering Catholic channel on YouTube, at the Recovering Catholic, there's actually a video on there called The Simple Teachings of Jeshua. The man was so clear about how simple it all is. In my regression, my first regression, I literally say it's so simple we have a hard time comprehending it. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I think it's the simplicity, love and fear. If it's not love, it's fear. And fear is just an illusion of not having love, because love is always present, because God is always present, and we are always one with God. You can come back to that loving place just by simply letting go of your fears. Easiest, quickest way to do that is exhale, right? So when you look at the world and you look at it through love, you start to see the world in very different ways. And That's what Jeshua talked about. You know, whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me. Your belief, your love, your compassion that you give to others is what's coming back to you. You judge others, that's coming back to you. Judge not, lest ye shall be judged. I'm judging, so I'm going to be judged. So it comes back to the idea of what you put out, you get back. And when I look at where did I get this from, I got it mainly from my regressions, but I validated it in the writings and the movies and the world. And my son at 6 years old said, Daddy, God told me he's in everything and everyone, and we control the God part inside of us. That's not the Bible. That's my 6-year-old. And it's said so simply. God's in everything and everyone, and we control the God part inside of us. When you look at it from that perspective, you start to realize you can be that love that God is. You can be that love. You can be that compassion. You can put that compassion out into the world. And when I look at it from that perspective, that's how I live my life. I simply love. Do I have my moments of fear? Of course I do. Do I have my moments of missing the mark? Of course I do. Everybody does. To be in the physical world is to have those moments. But to overcome the physical world is to overcome those moments and to meet them before they come, to create something different. And understand that you can be loving, period. And so that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.